Right, I think that's come back on people. Let's continue. Right.
And you could go and all that.
Andrew's describing the death of Vishal Mehrotra here, right? This case is solved. It's just no one wants to get to the truth. But I'm glad this has come back up. Andrew is describing the death of Vishal Mehrotra and who is involved.
It's for nothing, and go around the fairground and anything you wanted any store. You could have food to eat, they give us food and stuff.
So you're having a good time?
And it was brilliant, it was really good and everything, and they were making us feel really good and everything. They were giving us money to put in arcade machines, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah. Like I'd say, give them some more money, but we just want actually money.
And Andrew was the honey trap, walking the kid round, getting him to eat the food, drink the drink, and then eventually Vishal would become tired. Sidney Cook would put him in the van. Andrew describes being in the van with a kid. Right? He describes it all.
Chips to put in your toilet.
So they were treating you well. They were treating you well, making you laugh and making you feel good.
We went on the roller coaster, we went on Twister loads of times, around the Twister all the time.
That was Cooks. He owned the Waltzers.
Yeah. He even let us do the controls in a controls and play with the controls to make the ride go around.
Right, so he knew people, obviously. He knew that he was Fairground Sid, that's what he was called, weren't he? That was his nickname.
Do you want me to narrow the time frame down?
I would like to narrow.
Right, listen to this, right? Here is where you know we're talking about the right kid, right? Now listen.
The time frame, but what I'd like to say to the audience is, when Andrew tells his story to all us off camera, it's completely different. Now, there's many of you out there that haven't ever told a story on camera. Trust me, it is completely different.
Now listen to this.
Your story on camera.
Listen to what Chris Fay, the old boy, says. Here is where we know we're talking about the same, what they're referring to as a mixed race kid. There can be no doubt about it, right, as you're going to see.
He's nervous, okay? So, I'm going to help you now because I know this story.
Yeah, I bet you
was at the fairground.
Yeah, but do you want the time frame?
Yes.
Still?
Yeah.
That would have been, we were narrowed, based on what Andrew told us back at NAPIC and our own investigations, we narrowed the time frame down to the summer of 1981, and it was on the day of, or just the day before, the royal wedding.
Thank you. Yeah? What, there was 2 kids got took on the day of the royal wedding called Vishal? Yeah? I don't fucking think so. We're talking about Vishal Mehrotra. Why has no one approached me?
Right.
So we also know the identity of the little half-caste boy that Andrew's talking about.
He's not half-caste.
Because he went missing the same day.
He was handcuffed to a kid who's dead.
We weren't dead to start with.
Yeah, is this the 8-year-old kid?
Yeah. But I was only about, I think, no, he was 10. He looks younger than he was, but he was 10.
Yeah.
And it's also, some of the media found out now.
There you go. The media found out now. That's the stories that I'm referring to where they're talking about the dad talking about Scotland Yard covering up the death of his son.
They did the checks and what things and stuff, and everything.
I feel lost.
And they know the lad.
He's lost.
They took him off the street in London. He got from a children's home.
They just ran him off the street.
They slammed him off the street. They did that quite a few times.
Just kidnapping, taking them, fucking doing what they want.
But that was
fucking.
He was just doing something on his own. Not for the group, it was his own. When we was together, and I think that last night, and everything we was together, he was crying all the time for his mum.
Well, Andrew's now describing being on the bed with the kid. He claims to be chained to the bed with the kid. And they've been abused, and this goes on for 2 days or whatever, 3 days, 3 nights, whatever. And they claim that Sidney Cook's coming in the room, he's abusing Andrew, strangling him, making him pass out, bringing him back to life, raping him, and swapping over whoever the other bloke that was there. And it seems like it's Tom O'Carroll from the Paedophile Information Exchange. Right, but I think someone else was there as well. And that's the whole point why this is also high security.
He was crying for his mother.
Andrew is describing the kid sitting there crying for his mother. Vishal's mum was in India, Vishal's over here with his dad. His dad clearly didn't have much time for him, hence why they got a fucking nanny. Yeah?
Said he loved his mum.
He
But he was dead.
He told me it was taken from her before he was dead. He told me that why?
Right, so what Andrew's hinting at there is that the dad, because he's a powerful magistrate, had the power to take Vishal from his mum. And the mum's gone back to India. And the dad's got Vishal. And the dad had plans for Vishal.
Take me back.
I want to go home to my mama.
Come on. Shut the doors and lock 'em tight. Now get below and get them crates ready. Give a bad boy.
See the article, I thought, fuck, this is the kid that Andrew woke up next to, dead. Fuck.
You're probably right.
I bet I am, and the thing is I'm reading the paper and his old man saying, I believe Scotland Yard have helped cover up the death of my son, and I'm sitting there ripping my fucking hair out, man. Ripping my hair out, Andrew, going, this is the fucking kid. If only Andrew could talk to the fucking dad, man, and put the dad's mind at rest. You know what I mean? But I don't expect you to do that, you know what I mean? Like, the old Bill should be... It's got to be him. How many kids got took that day? You know what I mean? It's got to be him. Little mixed race kid, little Indianish looking kid. Little baby faced. He looks a bit Indian, yeah. Half caste.
They could say that's Indian, couldn't they? But Indian.
Yeah. Well, anyway, if you have a look on the internet when you can and that, and type in Vishal, like Vishal, and the last name is Marotra. Vishal Marotra.
He knows.
And it was in the Mirror front page.
He fucking knows, you can tell
boy
his voice.
missing 1981 Barnes High Street. You'll see it anyway.
Might be him, yeah.
It's got to be him.
Might be him,
It's
yeah,
gotta be
you
him.
know.
But once again, see, even that, like, that's just my view, and I reckon I'm right. But I don't want to push you on nothing, because I'm pretty sure anything you've told me, you've told all the old Bill anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think his name's any kid, because I didn't know the name of the kid.
No, because Chris confirmed it for you. Chris confirmed
Watch
it
this.
for you, and he went, it might be, yeah,
It confirms a lot of things.
a bell rings a bell.
Watch this.
And a great big list of kids' names and stuff.
Krishna Marat come out.
Rings a bell, it could. Possibly. Yeah. No. A bell rings a bell.
There couldn't have been two boys called Vishal, age 8, taken from Barnes High Street on the way back from the royal wedding, and then I could, in my mind, I flipped back to the cabin.
Hey, you've been caught, mate, yeah? Like I said, I caught you in 2014. 2014, and no cunt listened to me, yeah? There's your murder solved.
The cabin interview with me and you. I'll just tell you what you said. Like on the cabin interview,
He's tripping up all over the fucking place.
me from now. You then said that you went into it a little bit more. You said he weren't for the group. He was just taken off the street.
They took him off the street in London. He got from a children's home.
They just ran him off the street.
They slammed him off the street. They did that quite a few times.
Just kidnapping, taking them, fucking doing what they want.
But that was,
Fucking.
he was just doing something on his own. Not for the group, it was his own.
Andrew, can you just have a look at his picture and just confirm to me? Because it's the only way we're going to get anywhere, isn't it? Have a look at his picture, man, and just tell me if it's him. Let me go to Google. Right, let me go to Google and just, because it's the only way to do it. It's got to be, man. Vishal. You know, only you know, like,
He's rambling.
who you was next to. You know what I mean? And if you tell me that this is him, and you can't go forward because people are putting you under pressure, I fully understand, and I won't push you on it. Right? I won't. I promise you, I won't push you on it. But I know it's him, right? Just, yeah, right. Yeah, this is him. This is him. Right, he's got like them milk teeth up the top, up the front, yeah. And the kid had that, yeah.
Yeah, they cut your string 14 times.
Cut the string 14 times.
You've got 14 videos of.
You
I'd rip 'em
bastards
all.
cut that video 14 times.
I'd rip it and then just stitch it into one and re-upload it.
You cut my video 14 times. Wow.
And yet we come out here, lost Wi-Fi, went to the shop, come back again and stayed on.
Not a problem. Well, what do you think of that then? Yeah, am I full of shit? I don't think so. Yeah? What do you think of that then? Full of shit, am I? Full of shit. Brian's just a fucking druggie, full of shit cunt. He don't know nothing. But I fucking do. I fucking worked you cunts out.
And if
Something's wrong in it. No matter how you look at it, something's